So today's Monday, July 31st, and I think most of us thought the January 6th indictments would fall last week. And since they didn't, they're probably going to come this week, if not tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm out tonight and I'm thinking about something that I've thought about a lot over the years. I'm 60, but long before 2020, long before Donald Trump ever came down the escalator, I wrestled with my family history. And this is the what. My mom's side of the family, they originally came out of Georgia. And by 1861, my maternal grandfather, Thurl Ferguson, his grandfather, John Ferguson, and his family enslaved 20 black Americans. He went into the Civil War encouraged by their pastors, encouraged by their family, friends, and community to go fight to continue enslaving black Americans. My dad's side of the family, the Nobles in South Arkansas, Ashley County, Arkansas, by 1861, they were enslaving 12 black Americans. Again, encouraged by their pastors, their family, their churches, their friends, their communities. They followed experienced military leaders, political leaders who said that what they were doing was patriotic, and they all went to war in 1861. John Ferguson for a Georgia infantry unit, Nobles for the Ashley County Volunteers who wound up over in the Army of Northern Virginia as well. And they all fought. Some of them died, but they all fought to continue enslaving black Americans. I have often thought throughout my life, if I had been born then, would I have done it any differently? Would I have yielded to all of those pressures, or would I have been an abolitionist who also went to church and was taught that slavery was an abomination to God? Abraham Lincoln believed it was an abomination to God. What would I have done? The so what is, it has relevance today, because people like me who may think about that don't have to wonder what we would have done. We now find ourselves in a constitutional crisis where it's never happened before. Former president being indicted for crimes that are serious, and yet he's the leading candidate for one of the two parties, my former party. Now what? I don't have to wonder what I would have done. They're different circumstances, but they're potentially as serious. It's not enslaving a group of people, but to listen to some of the radicalized far-right people. Should they come to power? Should they strengthen the office of the presidency? Should they refuse to relinquish the office once they have it? It could get real bad. Some people think that folks like us, me, you, who spend a lot of time thinking about this, have just gone down a rabbit hole and we're making a lot to do about nothing. Nobody in 1861 expected the Civil War to turn into what it turned into. So now what? I know where I'm going to come down relative to God and history. I wish that my family ancestors had done it differently. I wish they had been abolitionists fighting to free black Americans from slavery. But I will not come down on the wrong side of God and history, and my kids and my grandkids won't have to wonder what I did, what I thought. Wish that I had done it differently. What will you do? We need to unite moderate Republicans with Democrats and defeat at the polls the MAGA Republican candidates, including Donald Trump, or if he doesn't make it that far, then his wannabe, and there are several. We need to unite with the Democrats to defeat them at the polls. We can't think about Republican, Democrat policies. None of that will matter if MAGA is able to continue with the direction that it's on. Where will you come down? What will your kids and grandkids have to say about what you're deciding today? I know that sounds real melodramatic. Did anybody ever think that it would get this far?